Yo guys, it's Mike from Chess Lifestyle, and today we are doing another 42 minutes of training. Yep, that looks good. And yeah, today we're gonna be mostly doing the woodpecker method. And for anyone who has joined for these streams in the past, basically we've been grinding some woodpecker method, and according to my schedule, we did our first cycle of 4 weeks, I guess 4 weeks, 5 weeks ago, and now we're on to our second cycle. So the aim is that we're going to try and do all 300 puzzles across these next 2 weeks. Because I only managed to do 300 in this time. So I think I'm going to delete the chapter progress from these two. And we're going to see if we can get back to 300. So let me delete this progress here. And there's probably a better way to do that, but it works, so that's good enough. Yeah, so let's start again from exercise 1. We should feel that this time around it should be a bit easier. Maybe we'll recognize some more patterns. So we're just gonna start grinding this, and I think I'll need to move my camera to the other side of the board. And welcome, Lucas. Just finished your maths paper. Sweet. Do they still do like C1, C2, C3, M1, S1, these kind of breakdowns? Like, do you still do Edexcel? Would be curious to hear which exam you just took. But yeah, we're gonna go from the beginning again, and we're just gonna start grinding these easy exercises. Maybe we'll do something different partway through if we get bored. But yeah, this is the plan. That's the old spec, so they changed it, huh? How did it go? Edexcel 2, but a new spec. Okay. So this is actually the pattern that poor Dinglerin missed in his most recent, well, relatively recent game in the Norway chess. Like, this similar kind of pattern, except that I think it was a queen sack first. Something like this. And I think this one was the one where we check and then push the pawn. And this one was winning. So I mean, yesterday we were talking more about Dragon's technique of like eliminating all the options. But I think like, although that's a foolproof method to avoid any mistakes, I think it is slow. And on certain positions, like, you need to have some kind of intuitive feel, like what's the correct answer if it's like if it jumps out at you. And this is again some idea that jumps out at me. I see that the interface has changed slightly for Chessable. Quite easy, nice. So what's the breakdown nowadays? Do you also have like stats, mechanics, and core maths? Like, how do they do it? This looks like the move to me. Distract that king. Yeah, queen loses its defender. Okay, same, right. So you said that's old spec, so how is the new spec different? Be curious to hear. And it was against Fabi that he... Oh no, Fabi playing your Chessable course. Oh, sweet. Maybe I can pull it up, like the game. That's pretty cool. I just want to get a bunch of practice in. Maybe it's this idea. Did I make this mistake last time? I actually think I did. Or maybe... I actually think I did. Oh my days. A part of me wishes that like I'd kept note of which ones I'd got wrong or right, but ultimately, I mean, I think the goal with this is to just get better, right? So I could keep track to like, I don't know, have some tangible results, but ultimately I just wanted to translate into game results. So clearly, you know, it didn't have that effect here. I still made the same mistake as last time. So my idea was that I wanted to make use of his bishop a5, but the problem is when they take back, I guess they hit my queen. And for some reason, I just thought this was good anyway, which is just really poor. So I need to take with the rook and then play this bishop a5. I don't know if I even made that mistake last time. I think actually last time I somehow didn't make any mistakes early on. So I don't know what that says. But okay, let's not overreact on one puzzle. F3 again looks strong because it looks like there's an overloading of this piece. Okay. I know, just different textbooks. Davis likes using the old textbook still. That's funny. I mean, yeah. I mean, Davis is literally like retiring soon, and for him to have to learn like a whole new textbook, that's a bit savage. I think this looks really good, so I'm glad we're spotting some forks. Maybe takes on d7. Okay. Oh, I think this one, I used to find this motif really difficult to spot, but now I see it a lot faster. So I think I'm solving them faster. Okay, I made a mistake on that other one, but in general, I think I'm seeing these moves faster. And it's not like I remember the puzzles exactly. I think some of them maybe I do. Like this one I remember being a bit tricky, but it's more like I'm just seeing the ideas faster, which is I think what we want. I have a feeling it was this move. Like, the point being is that if they take, then they unprotect this f6 square. And suddenly this looks really good. Maybe I settle for perpetual, right? Because rook g1 is not working for some reason. Wasn't it like queen takes and then rook takes and then rook e1? So yeah, I think we had to settle for perpetual with this. Yeah, with perpetual, right? Yo, Josh, how's it going? So basically we're starting our second cycle of woodpecker method, as we can see here. So we've got 2 weeks to do 300 puzzles. How has the woodpecker been for you? Are you trying to do it with the cycles, or are you just solving them as tactics? I'm really curious to see if this cycle method works out. Oh, this is the mate. I don't know, this pattern I see quite quickly actually nowadays. I used to struggle with that one. It could be just knight c3 and we pick up the rook. I have a feeling that was the idea. Where can the queen move? Can't really move anywhere. Knight c3, maybe queen d3? But then we can always take and then take the bishop, so I think that's it. Win an exchange. Yes, and this is the one I remember I used to have problems with this for some reason. Like I found this one hard. Still don't remember what the idea is. I mean, rook d3 looks really natural with check here. So rook d3, probably they have to play something else. But you're also threatening rook down. That has to be good. Yeah. Okay, so they defend it like this. But at the very least we can just double then. So this looks fine. Maybe queen c5 looks strong. But again, this is just the simplest, right? Are we completely winning here? Takes. And knight check. That's completely winning. Aha. It doesn't show knight e3. But okay, that was nice. Okay, this looks like a motif. We can get away with that. I was just looking at if king h2 was a move, but I don't think it is. The tilt continues? I hope not. I mean, actually yesterday after the stream I reached a new peak rating in Bullet, so that's nice. I mean, I know it's just Bullet, but still pretty nice. And I actually entered the Birmingham Rapid Play today, so that's going to be very exciting. And I'm doing something which I've never done before, which is actually accept the fact that I've dropped below 2000 and entering an under 2000 section. So that's going to be fun. I mean, I think it's not going to be easy at all. Like, to basically play extremely consistently and aim to try and win every game. Like, I don't think that's going to be so easy. Okay, let's actually calculate this. I mean, it definitely feels winning, right? So if queen f7, king e3, at the very least we can give check. And there might even be a mate here. I think, yeah, this queen f4, defended by the bishop, was mate. So yeah, I seem to remember that there was a mate like that, so it made it easier to see. Was this? Oh, that's not a mate because there's a pawn on g5, but there is a mate like this. Yeah, no, I didn't get that. Rats. See, this is the thing. If your calculation is bad, then probably you want to like work more on your intuition to get it strong, or just stick to like short combinations. You're playing in 2000 as well in an alternate universe where I'm good. So you're not playing in under 2000, Arif? I feel like you should, to be honest. You're playing in the East Kent Congress in August. I am not, because I believe I'm going to be in Germany. I think it clashes with Dortmund. Otherwise, I probably would have. It's a decent tournament to play in. I actually almost became East Kent champion many years ago. I was, I think, on 2.5 out of 4 going into the final round, and had I won with 3.5 out of 5, then I would have become East Kent champion, because I think the overall winner wasn't from East Kent. But I lost the final game to a player called Mikey Watson, and it was so annoying because he basically played Veretti, and at that point I hadn't prepared anything against Veretti, and it was so annoying because he literally played the line that I would normally play with the white pieces, and I felt like had I had 3 whites instead of 3 blacks, I would have had a really good chance. I still remember that. This is just winning at the very least. So if takes, king takes. This time we can't take on f4, so we have learnt our lesson there. But we can play queen check. But this time we can't... Oh, I'm so confused. Ah, the king's exposed. We win back our piece. Just play it. God damn it. I don't know. Yeah, and there's like some fancy mate where you don't take on e5. Yeah, and this is checkmate. I don't think you need to see these patterns. I mean, it's probably useful, but there are also probably 100 positions where that motif doesn't work. What's the idea here? Maybe it's knight takes, because then we get the queen out, and then maybe we can give check and then try and give check here to pick up the rook. And if the king tries to keep escaping, again, intuitively this feels already very good. We've got 2 pawns for it. Yeah, we can always check and pick up the rook. So yeah, this is good. This is good. Has to be good. Man, imagine being like a world champion back in the day and playing players who like blunder this stuff. Knight e5 also feels very thematic here with this idea. Knight e5, maybe they can play d5. But then we can play queen h5 anyway. Probably want to take the rook, right? Hold on a sec. I seem to remember I played rook e1 and it gave that this was an alternative. But taking the rook feels best. I mean, his king is still weak. May as well keep the material. Why don't you do the hard exercises instead of redoing it? It depends what I'm trying to improve on, right? Like if I'm trying to improve my pattern recognition, the idea of the woodpecker method is that the cycles are going to help. But if it's in terms of just trying to solve good calculation exercises, then maybe doing the hard ones is good. So maybe I should try the hard ones in a different stream. Maybe once I finish the woodpecker cycles, I can try attempt all of the hard ones as like some calculation practice. It's not a bad idea. I did up to 250 then started again. I think it's helpful. Nice. I'm actually going to Germany soon. Nice, Arav. Whereabouts are you heading? Have you been to Germany before? Oh, I think it's knight a4. Cut off the connection to this rook. Right. And queen b2. Then there's b4. Then I can take on c5. Seems good. Or did I want to take on e5? What's the difference here? Maybe take on e5. Keep the knight trapping the rook. Yeah. But yeah, Lasker played knight takes c5. But trapping the rook is better. I think it might just be take and then this check. And we take with check, so that's going to be good. Okay. My instinct is rook f6 and just sack this. And we pick up 2 pieces, I think. So that to me looks good enough. Yeah, let's play it. Okay, nice. You swept the East Kent Mega Final last year, playing a bunch of noobs in that tournament. That used to be my tournament to remind myself that I'm good at chess. Because I just win every year. I don't think I ever didn't win it. This looks pretty good. I mean, I regained my material, but I'm a bunch... I think I'm pawns up, so I think this is good. Yeah. Germany is the best country to farm FIDE rating. It's a tough one. It's either Germany or Spain, or maybe some like country like Sweden as well. I feel like Sweden is overrated. It's tough to say though. I also feel like you get overrated, underrated players within different like rating categories. Like maybe certain countries have an overrated under 2000 section, certain countries have an overrated above 2000. It's my general feeling. Oh, and wasn't this like where I can actually sack and win? And win everything? I think so. And probably rook g8 is the cleanest. It's like the fastest road to mate. Very nice. Notice how once I've like kind of like calmed down a bit, like I'm finding better moves. Like maybe they're just easier as well compared to the one I got wrong earlier. But I think it's also like once you get in the zone, you're doing better. So it's always a good idea to try and warm up with some tactics if you can. Knight f6 looks really good. Why wouldn't it be that? Oh, take some and push. Looks really good. Yeah. Can I call you Mike? Oh, I mean, my German teacher at school called me Mike. How many other people have called me Mike? A good friend of mine called me Mike. Arav, I don't know. I don't think you've earned the status yet to call me Mike. I mean, obviously I can't stop you if you want to. But I think you need to earn it. I don't know how you would earn it, but I'm sure there's a way. What's going on for this one? So my rook is hanging, my queen is hanging. Oh, is it just take and then I take? Right. I need this counterattack. Yeah, and then we take and have the extra pawn. In general, I feel like taking with the c pawn is gonna be better, like having the outside pass pawns. Like it's normally a bit better, I think. If we take the rook and then trade everything, I think that wins. So it's good that we're seeing some forks. And there's a very funny video, actually. It's a Turkish video where this Turkish streamer, I think he's an FM, basically like goes on one of those, I don't know any other way to put it than like some kind of like autistic euphoria where he basically sees a fork that wins a game against like some 2900 opponent and he starts shouting Chatalovsky, Chatalovsky. So Chatalovsky is another word for fork. So if we start looking for Chatalovskys, then and you say it every time, then you get better at spotting them. So I think I've had a lot of practice of spotting my Chatalovskys in Turkey. But unfortunately, I can't find the video. I can't find the Chatalovsky video. Oh, beating me in round 2? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I could easily lose. I mean, actually, I have a really bad score against Pulsey. And I also, like, can lose to Sven on a bad day for sure. Like, I think my style suits playing Sven. Like, I normally do better against Sven. But Pulsey definitely has, like, stylistically is really strong against me. So anything can happen, really. I don't think it's like, I might be favorite, all things considered, but I don't think it's like a sure win. I have my first fixture tomorrow against Ishir. I guess I just win a pawn. And then I probably want to take with the queen. Ah, interesting. I guess my queen is quite active here as well. Tough to say. What was I going to say? Yeah, I have no idea. No idea. Takes and then bishop d5. Yeah, oh, I remember now. What I was going to say was like, I'm a bit concerned that like my pattern recognition is just for these puzzles, not for actual games. But the hope is that these patterns are kind of like, you know, they'll come up in games as well. I mean, basically I think we want to take, but we don't want to blunder this, so we need to find some clever move. Maybe queen h6 is a clever move. Yeah, that looks really strong. See, that's the thing. I don't think doing this once is going to stop me from making the same mistakes because my intuition is so geared to believe that queen h6 is winning. I mean, I had a quick look that this wasn't working. G takes, queen takes f6 is mate. And they obviously can't take the queen. And how do they defend the mate? I guess they've got rook g8. But then I can just go knight takes. Maybe they can play rook takes g8. I don't know. Oh, and I get mated. Oh, for God's sake, I forgot. I guess like this is the thing. When I play a move that's a threat, I always need to at least check if my opponent's got any checks. So knight e2, king h1, bishop takes g2, king takes g2, queen g4, king h1, queen f3, checkmate. God damn. So I need to look at my opponent's checks. Okay, let's try to do that from now on. I mean, I know this. Like, how many times have I... and it's literally a forced mate. It's literally the same mate that I saw. It's just not as forcing. This is where Dragon's method of looking at every candidate is going to be useful. But it's just a lot slower. And I should just be looking out for checks for my opponent. It's very lazy. So lazy. But yeah, you live and you learn. Maybe we can just take him and we give a fork. I think that must be it. So if we take, do they have any checks? They can check here and we just move and there's no check here or anything. And we still have the fork. So we're going to start doing this on everyone. Like if our move isn't a check, we're going to look for checks. Now this also looks good. If we take and they go king h8, we can always drop back and have we gained enough? I feel like yes. Nice. Funny how it's the same mate what you were playing for, right? Rook takes d3 and fork. Nice. Feel like it's quite easy to prep you, by the way. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I might have some tricks up my sleeve. It depends what mood I'm feeling like. Maybe I'll want to experience your prep, right? See if I can outplay you from a position that has been prepared. And then if I get a worse position, then I learn something new about the opening. So in that sense, I value the learning experience, but maybe I'll prepare something mean. Lucas, we'll see. We'll see. Depends how badly I want to win the event. I kind of do. Takes on d7, takes on c2. Oh wait, we can go bishop h7 and we win an exchange. That's of course better. Okay. I remember getting this one wrong last time, I think. I think like this move jumps out at me as a good move. And then trying to play for g6. Why wouldn't that be good? I mean, that's the move that stands out to me. I seem to remember it was some really weird move, like just, oh, it's just f6 or something, and then that's just like a winning advantage. I mean, takes on f7, rook takes g6. What's the point? I actually don't know. This just looks so strong. If we go f6 and the rook comes here. It was something super dumb like rook e7 is just winning. I feel like that was the idea. I mean, they can try and defend with all costs, but we just bring all the pieces in and they're just completely stuck. So what on earth was wrong with knight f7? They can take, we go g6. I don't see it. Because if they try and throw in a check, we can always move. And hit the rook. So they don't have time to... What's the material like right now? So we're in exchange down. So if this happens... I guess they can lose their rook in favorable circumstances. So maybe then f6 is better. We just keep our... Yeah, I think this was it. And then we wanted to play this. Or do we? Because if we play rook e7, can they sack? But then maybe this is like... No, they can't because my bishop is here. So I think rook e7 was the move. Okay, we got slightly closer at getting this one. I mean... my instinct was still to take on f7, which is bad, probably. But at the same time, like, I mean... I needed to just understand that in the starting position we were... we were in exchange up. But why is rook e7 not working? I remember I made the mistake last time as well. The point is they can take on h6, and when I take back, they can take on f6, and my rook actually hangs. I made this blunder last time. Okay, this is good to see. Yeah. They don't even give it. That's how bad the move is. Bishop f4, and I guess rook e7 is coming. Maybe white will want to play king e3 first. Something like this. I have played rook e7 twice, both times wrong. Nice. Okay, we're getting there. Right, no one can play it. No one can prep you, Lucas. We'll see. Maybe I can big brain it. I have some ideas of what you play. 96 and bishop here. Seems to be a good idea. I think let's try and get to exercise number 50. But we're actually storming through this. Would we want to take and then take? We probably have a winning endgame there. Yes. Okay. But here we can just take and take on b4. And I should be winning. Yep. I am not going to look at chat just in case the answer is there. I'm definitely not seeing it at first. I mean, I'm looking at some stupid stuff like this and then trying to play like rook here and then trying to skewer the rook at the back or something. Don't think it works. It's bishop takes a6 and rook c6. I don't know how to speed up on finding that. I guess maybe like acknowledge that the knight is hanging and the king is exposed, and therefore then you might find some way to break through. Like ultimately rook c6 is a fork, but the pawn is a problem. So then you can think of it that way. Like, how do I deal with the problem? How do I get rid of that pawn? Not sure what the best way is to find that. Now knight h7 looks very bait. King takes him and knight f6 double check, picking up the queen. Knight h7, it does hit the rook. It does look very nice. For some reason I get this feeling that it's not the right answer. Something like bishop c4 or something just being correct. I don't know. But no, knight h7, no, knight h7 is correct. I mean, I seem to remember that at this moment, yeah, knight g5 was the move. Basically just supporting, and then we pick up b7. I think there were a bunch of alternative moves as well, but this was clean. Yeah, knight f8 and bishop c4. So I had some feelings. But yeah, this is the thing. Like, I don't know. Okay, this one I seem to remember for sure. There's this pattern. So this one was definitely a pattern that's useful. And then we can just take and play bishop f2. Yeah, that's nice. Hello, Jan. Fake 2500. Wow. Jan joins the stream and instantly with the hate. Unbelievable. How's work? Very exhausting. I don't know how people do it. Yeah. Work sucks. But at least teaching chess is alright. It depends on who you're teaching. Like, I've actually got a lesson later today, which I'm very looking forward to. Like, it's going to be a good sesh, good workout. Hopefully they learn a lot. Maybe queen d4 looks really nice. Oh, can we just already take on e4? Queen takes queen a1. Looks good. Okay, let's get to 50 and then we'll call it a day. Surprisingly, very little like complaining from me doing tactics today. I don't know what that says. Maybe we are improving or something. I don't know. Knight takes f7 looks very, very strong. I don't think he can take back without being lost. If they play f5, well then they lose the queen. Yeah, it's just completely winning. And this was the idea, and king 8, queen h8. Okay. Ah, so we've got some ideas of this fork, right? So how do we make it work? Maybe rook takes d5? If pawn takes, then we can go bishop takes. Yeah, that looks nice. I guess I didn't have to take the pawn. I mean, take the rook, but yeah, it's this wins a pawn. Okay, final one. Let's go. My intuition is to take here and involve the queen. King takes and queen h3. King g7, queen h6. Again, this is literally Ding Liren. Like, it's so sad. But hey, we got it. We got it. And okay, Ding Liren is doing the world a service by blundering that checkmate in 2, because then everyone's going to remember this pattern even more. So this is good. An ungodly amount of money? Jan, where are the donations? Pay me. Send me this ungodly amount of money. These moves where you nab a pawn and just move capturing piece straight back to where it came from feels so cheeky. I agree. I agree, Josh. It feels like there shouldn't be enough time for it, but ultimately if you like, you know, weaken, you know, something in a position, then it's probably worthwhile. When I say fake 2500, this is based on pure jealousy. That makes me feel better, Jan. Thanks. I mean, sometimes, you know, I just log on to Lichess and I'm like, you know, my chess is like doing so bad. And then I'm like, oh wait, I've got 2500 blitz. And then I'm like, okay, it feels better. So, you know, like I think these things are stupid, but if they make you feel good, then why not? Can I join the lesson? I will pay. I mean, you can't join my private lesson, no. I mean, like, I'm analyzing, like, a bunch of his games, and there's some really interesting analysis there, like, I don't know. I don't think he'd appreciate just some random kid joining, but I don't know, like, we'll just have to organize another Leicestershire Grand Prix. Why should I be entitled to your ungodly amount of money? It's a good question. Well, the new feature on this channel, as you can see in the banner, is that top donations are gonna get a shout out, just like Agadmator. And just like Agadmator, we're gonna get a bunch of people giving donations now because I guess people want clout. So that's why. That's my reason. Please, you can ask the student. You never analyze my games. Yeah, I need to charge more. I need to charge more for that. Oh, the world revolves around money so badly. It's so terrible. Tricky asked me if Germans are scary and if they would like a curry. That's a very interesting question. I mean, they have currywurst, which is like curry sausage. We're gonna play like a couple games of Ponziani Ghost. Let's play a 3+2. I was tilting Blitz yesterday. Let's just finish with one final game. You never even returning my flirting? Wait, what? I feel like I'm very appreciative of your flirting, Jan. Pony Destroyer. Okay, let's try some Caro-Kann. Let's practice this. Who sent me a challenge? Tricky for Atomic. Absolutely not. I would never normally play Caro-Kann and Blitz if I actually want to try and win. But I'm kind of just wanting to, you know, experiment a bit, practice. Oh, I should always play knight d7 there, because now knight e5 is strong. I kind of messed up a little bit. Oh well, this is still fine. We shouldn't worry too much. Bishop d6. Hit this awkward knight. Oh, that's an annoying move. So maybe I should play knight f6 first. See, I'm making all of these terrible moves. Let's put the bishop on c7. Maybe it can even come to b6 one day. I think that looks alright. Are we getting crushed? I'm going to play with f6 and castle queenside. This is my plan. I know there are some lines here where castling queenside is alright. Let's put the queen on e7. But you see, my position's already kind of bad. Which is like the effect of playing like these objectively good main lines, but not knowing your lines well. Like, it's better to know a bad line well than a good line not well, if that makes sense. But a lot of people don't understand this, and a lot of people just say, oh, I'm gonna play for my objective advantage, and then just blunder, like, after 10 moves. And then they ask themselves, oh, why did that happen? Why am I so bad at chess? And it's like, you don't have to be bad at chess. Okay. But then, look at me now, doing exactly what I'm advising you not to do. So, but I guess you gotta start somewhere. I don't know how much I'm gonna learn from this game. Probably not a lot. So, probably I should just learn my lines. I don't know why, what caused that rant, but I feel like g5 controlling the square is useful. I mean, if this bishop ever has to leave, I think like controlling these dark squares are going to be quite important. I definitely have this feeling that I want to put my bishop on b6. I'm just a bit conscious of my dark squares. Probably I should try and develop my knight first, or at least bring it to f7. This feels good. We're somehow getting our pieces out. Looks like my Caro game's crushed in the opening. Right. That's exactly what we don't want. I think bishop b6 seems sensible enough. Maybe I'm missing some idea. Aha. Maybe e5? e5 looks alright. If takes, we basically take with a knight, and this structure is kind of alright. I guess if they take, actually, my bishop's in some trouble. Maybe I should take here first, weaken the pawn structure. Oh, that looks really good. I totally saw all of that. So I guess maybe pushing is potentially annoying. It's not that annoying though. I can always take once, play knight c5. If they take, play queen takes, and I think my position's looking fine. Oh, face is covering the clock? Okay. Thanks for the message. So c3 was played. I feel like knight h6 has to be useful. Unless we want to bring it to e7, in which case I need to square for my queen. Oh, I can take, and this knight is hanging. Oh, I don't think they saw that. What? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. This is what I mean. Chess is actually easy. Like, people with 3000 level tactics and they can't win in blitz. It's like, I don't understand. Like, puzzles are so much harder than playing chess. Like, what level of tactic was that? Like 200 elo? Okay, so surely no, knight takes blunders. Okay, this is why chess is hard. This is why chess is so damn hard. I'm not blundering anything here, right? What? It's no, get out. No way does that actually work. Are you serious? No, I can give this check. Oh, I'm such a beast. Wait, let's finesse this. What's the best way? Probably start with this take. If he takes here, I can give this check. Oh, I'm so good at chess. If he comes here, I hit with check. If he comes here, I take with check. If he blocks, then I take. GG, Pony Destroyer. With the instant resignation. Let's go. I had that planned. Totally had that planned. But you see what I mean? You see what I mean? Like, this wasn't hard. Right? This was literally a 2400 blitz player. And he blundered that. Which just shows... From a position... Bruh. And it's rated as well. That's so funny. That's so funny. I actually think... Tricky, that's a genius way to gain rating. Just send that challenge out to random players. You saw the bishop takes g8 line, but you didn't see enough. I mean, this was literally just winning for me the whole way. And I mean, it was a nice try from them. It just doesn't work. Yeah. Crazy. Crazy. Oh, that's so cute. Rook takes is even working because of this tactic. Oh, that's beautiful. I didn't see that at all. I was just going to take with the queen. But yeah, guys, on that note, Tricky has too much time on his hands. I completely agree. Like, he was complaining about, you know, like, I want to play in your Journey to Master tournament, but I can't get 2,000. Like, I don't have the time. And, like, he had, like, so many weeks. Arab, you literally could have done it. I really think you could have. But I guess you have exams, right? Like, maybe I shouldn't be so harsh. But okay, on that note, guys, I think I'm going to call it a day. This was very, very nice. A very nice win against 2400. We hit 25-27 in Bullet. There was a guy who joined last stream who said he would donate $15 if I got either 2700 Bullet or 2500 Blitz. 2550 Blitz, sorry. So maybe we can try and push one of these, but it's not going to be easy. Journey to Master. If you join the Discord... Jan, if you message me on Lichess, unfortunately we've just finished the pairings. I know that someone else actually wanted to join. Maybe I could squeeze you guys in. I'm not too sure. You need to be 2000 classical on Lichess, which I think you may be able to do. But definitely message me either on Ponziani Master or Ponziani Ghost. We can have a chat about it. I mean, basically round 1 has started, so it's a bit awkward to like change it now. But maybe. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a day. See you guys tomorrow for some more training. And okay, I'm glad we could do 50 woodpecker methods and train some chess. So, okay, see you guys tomorrow. Adios.